Hey guys, it's Eager. Tough war here that we just had. I actually think we did pretty good. Obviously, always a couple things we'd like to have back. The big difference, of course, was that they were able to two-star all of our top. If we just matched that, then we had it. Or get one of them, clean 8, then we're at least tied. Then it's up to the percentage, but who knows. But overall, we did much better. I'm putting this video just to show you how I did the GoLaLoon again. The first video I had apparently kind of got lost somewhere along the way. It was out for a while, but apparently something got it deleted or something like that. Not quite sure. So let's try this again. This time at least we have 2 actual war attacks. And so a couple small differences. One is that I obviously commit to using all the spells if I think there's anything questionable at all. But in both cases, I think if I didn't use them, I probably would have gone around just a little bit closer. And the second thing is that these are actual war bases, something you might expect to see when you'd want to use an attack like this. They're not warped in weird ways, no queens missing or anything like that. So let's just take a look at the 2. I hit 6 and 7. So we'll start with 7 and then take a look at 6. So this is kind of how I look at the base. Excuse me, I got a little throat issue here. Again, the air defenses are laid out to spread pretty much the whole base. This corner is a little naked, but the only thing that might be a little bit worrisome are these 2. They're not going to bother me too much because I'm just going to have way too many loons. A single archer tower can't do too much to me at all. The plan here is pretty simple. I want to open up the 2 compartments here. This one has both the air defense and queen. If I get that corner out, even if I don't get this second air defense, I don't really care too much. As long as I get this out, I'm fine. So I'm carrying a lava in the CC. I would always recommend on a GoLaLoon that you carry 3 lava and 2 golem. Depending on the base, you might tweak it a little, but those 5 are kind of my staple. For a Town Hall 9, you'd obviously be short 20 food to what I have. I'd probably cut maybe like 1 or 2 loons, a wizard, a couple minions. Sometimes you don't need a wall breaker, but that depends on how far it is to reach the queen. You'll notice that I am bringing a haste spell instead of a poison this time. That's because thanks to an earlier hit, I know that there is a lava in the CC, so it's not really useful to bring the spell like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin, and you'll see there's a couple things I want to point out and how I go ahead and deploy. So the first thing is, even though I'm only going to be opening 1 hole for the golem, I do spread them out. That's just to make sure that my whiz are not going to be attacked, and also that my wall breakers are not going to be attacked. I am going to time my wall breakers to hit right after the mortar explodes, and I also make sure that my wall breakers are not going to go anywhere near where the wizard tower would splash. So you'll see that the mortar is going to go down. I drop 2 wall breakers. That ensures that I'm going to go ahead and explode it. So here's my funnel. So this is kind of probably the minimum wizards I'd want to bring on this particular raid. 5, so I think I brought 7. So you can see as a Town Hall 9, you can cut 2 off. It's not really going to change too much at all. And like I said previously, when you do create a funnel, you want to make sure that this first building, the archer tower, or even this dark barracks is still in place when you drop your heroes, just to make sure they're going inwards. So I get this drop. It is the next closest. They're both going to be dragged in. And with the queen there, my king is going to go straight in. So do a little bit of cleanup here. Things catch on to the lava, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. It just slows me down a little bit, but I've got 2 going to give me enough shield. You'll see actually that both golems go up there and grab things. And so my queen, it's obviously very high level. if you don't have such a high level queen, it's not that big of a deal. I suspect with about 15 heroes, you'll be able to do the same thing that I did on this pretty much maxed Town Hall 9. So I'm just waiting my time a little bit. I want to take out the air defense before I begin things. And I let things go a little bit longer. I probably could have saved a little time. So the first thing you'll notice is that I've got 2 lavas going towards the first air defense. That's my standard deployment. I put 2 on the first, 1 on the remaining later on. And you'll notice I don't even bother attacking this at all. You really want to follow the clockwise or counterclockwise motion so that your loons, as they finish up here, kind of join in on the battle as you reach that next air defense. Otherwise, you spread yourself out a little too thin. Things just aren't as coordinated. So make sure I go grab all those. I'm going to drop a couple to make sure things move by a little bit quickly. So we've got this all covered up. Queen is still doing her thing. And now that things are finishing up there, that's when I start doing the deployment for the third air defense. So you see now, if I just pause it right here, I put my haste there to make sure I speed these loons through. But all my loons are kind of synchronized and coming towards the same corner. So that's really what you want. I also knew that there's obviously 4 Tesla here. One was taken out by my queen, but I get from my freezes that I had planned. So we'll let things just run out, and it's going to be a pretty simple finish here. Kind of missed that freeze, but that's alright. I still got 2 of them down, and we just work our way around it. I still got 1 lava that shows you how much extra I have. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just a matter of time before I go ahead and finish it up. So I'll just speed this up a little bit. It grabs the last of the defenses. And then out with the couple of minions I had on the back side, on the top there, I'll go ahead and sweep. So again, it's not, the execution is the key. It's really how you want to go ahead and approach it. Is what I'm trying to emphasize here. It's not your levels. You don't need my levels to be able to do this. So this one, the queen is a little bit more buried. There's a slight thing that kind of drew me in, which is that the 2 air defense here are pretty closely aligned. That makes it very easy to take out both, obviously. The other thing is, you'll notice that from this end, the funnel is super easy to make. In fact, if I'm really being cheap, I don't have to bring in a single whiz. In fact, 8 was probably too much. I probably only needed to bring 4, and you can swap in other things as well. But it's just, when you think about the allocate your troops, it's really about how much bang for a buck you're going to get. So if I'm bringing in 8 wizards, I really should take out quite a lot of this base. I mean, that's 32 food there. That could be 6 more loons that could be deployed in 2 sets of food. So it's actually quite a lot that I'm giving up to get those 8 wizards. But, you know, 2 max golems and obviously 2 strong heroes. They can take a lot of hits. So I decided to commit quite a little bit more to my wizards. And this is kind of my standard position anyway. So plan is simple. Again, I need to make sure that my wall breakers don't get hit by this wizard. So you'll see that I actually bias it to one side to make sure of that. So here's one golem here, there's another, and I'm going to hide my wall breakers away from where the wizard is attacking, also the mortar. And we can go ahead, I can pretty much deploy pretty efficiently here because there is no need to funnel everything with this way, just like that. So the jump can go through 4 spaces here, 3 on the air defense and then 1 additional space. So keep that in mind when you're planning where you can place a jump. But I need it there so I can go ahead and reach the queen, and my things will slowly make their way in. This one, I did know that there were small troops in there, so I did bring a poison. It's a little bit of a slow climb here. The king does take a little bit of a beating, but everything will eventually go down and I'll get exactly what I want. So, queen's doing her thing. We've got our king starting to go in towards the town hall. I think in this one I actually take out the town hall as well. So at this point, I really don't care what's going on there anymore. In fact, Like I was mentioning in a previous video, as long as the expos are consumed, that's even better for me. So I'm going to start my deployment. I've got my lava coming in here. I'll bring in another northern end just to sweep up any traps. And I make sure I get the whole end so that everything is just moving around in this counterclockwise direction again. And here I come with my second lava. Maybe late because a couple of my loons got hit. But, you know, all my loons joining up together in one big sweeping motion, which is exactly what I want. The air sweeper does not impact me too much at all. I just slowly work my way around, freeze as I need. Again, these freeze can be replaced with rage. It's not going to make a difference. A little bit better to have freeze, but you know, if you're a Town Hall 9, you don't have that available. And again, you can see my queen almost made it all the way to the king. Pretty much, I've got this whole battalion of loons, a lava that has some pop, and a bunch of pups. It up again. Again, it's just to show you. It's really about how you want to execute troop composition, making sure you get the best bang for your buck. Hope this helps you a little bit. Even though we lost, which kind of stinks, I thought we had a pretty good war overall, and hopefully we get some better results with some better attack strategies in the near future. Good luck, guys, on the current war.